Hi, this is Six String Steve. Welcome to my channel. What is up? Got this Ozark Trail screen house, 13 by 9 feet. Ozark Trail outdoor equipment. Says it's wind tested. Let's check it out. Gonna set it up. I'll tell you if it's good or no good. I am sitting inside our new screen house that we just purchased from Walmart. More information about that right now. Here's all the information on it. It says the center height is 7 feet. I am 6 feet, 6'1", somewhere in there. We'll see if it really is that tall. Here's the picture. They always use shorter people in these photos to make them look taller. That's one thing we're going to find out, if it is really that tall or not. And we'll see, you know, just what we think about this product. And it comes in a carrying case. And we'll see if it fits back in there very well. That's another issue that sometimes pops up. Can you fit things back in the case or not? So here we go.
Okay.
Little Velcro action there to hold the handles together.
Oh, this is a nice zip.
Looks pretty sturdy. The zipper works really well. So it's got a box inside. Let's get it out and see what happens. The only negative thing I can find so far is these thin little stakes that they give you. Everything else seems to be pretty good. The construction seems pretty decent. We won't know really until, you know, we get it in windy conditions and everything, but it comes with plenty of stakes for staking it down. And there's the pole bag, and the instructions are stitched into the bag itself here, the carrying case bag. And the one thing that I was wondering about was how tall it was going to be, and it's definitely tall enough. I can stand up in there and there's plenty of headroom, even when I walk to the sides of the tent itself, the screen house as they call it. So yeah, there you go. It's kind of hard driving those stakes into this hard ground here, but it is going to do the trick. It's going to do the job, I think. And we've already put our table in there so the kids can go in there and start working on arts and crafts and drawing, whatever they want to do in there. So there you go. Again, it's the Ozark Trail 13 foot by 9 foot screen house. There's all the information. And here's the interior of the setup here. Nice and spacious. And as I said, there's plenty of headroom for me, tall guys like me, because it is 7 feet tall in the center of the structure right up there. Seems to be working pretty good. We left it up overnight, and we're getting some mild winds today, nothing crazy, but so far it's good. We've got our table and a couple of stools, camping stools, set up in here. So yeah, so far so good. Can't complain. You can see how the size of it next to our 31-foot Class C RV here. A couple of the ground stakes we could only drive in halfway because there's some really hard ground or rock underneath the topsoil that we couldn't quite hammer it down far enough, but it's held up good. I used the guy lines on the back side, well, this side of it anyway. The winds were coming from the west, and they still are, and that's helped it, because without them, it actually, without these guy lines, it actually kind of caved in this corner when the wind was blowing, and it sort of halfway collapsed. So these guy lines are definitely needed. Even if you think it's not going to be windy, might as well just use them. I only used them on this side because the wind was blowing from this direction, and I knew it wasn't going to be shifting and coming from the other direction. So it's worked really great. We're going to break this down and bag it up and move to our next location. One thing I do want to mention, when I was hammering in the stakes, a couple of them started to bend because we were hitting, like I said, rocks, hard ground. So the stakes are a little flimsy. You might want to invest in some heavier duty stakes that you know can fit through the rings that are attached to the corners, and also there's a strap that the ring or that the stake has to go through to hold it down as well. So other than that, it's going pretty good. Very pleased with it. Okay, so with the help of all three kids, we got this thing taken down and put back in its carrying bag, and so far so good. Here's the negatives, I think, about this thing. It's made out of very thin material, and we have to be very careful, especially when zipping up the bag here, that we don't tear the mesh or the plastic. It's pretty much made out of just plastic. And the other thing is the stakes that are very thin, and they bend if you are trying to nail into hard ground or if you hit rocks down below the dirt. Other than that, I'm very pleased with the size of it and the height and the amount of shade it provides and the overall build of it. I just like, you know, the shape of it and everything. It's very well designed. So I would say so far so good after our first 3 or 4 days of using it. Sitting here enjoying our new screen house. Beautiful day in Arizona. Everybody have a great day. I forgot the most important test, the durability test. Hey Ethan, need you to come over here, get on top of the RV and swan dive right onto the top of the structure, please.
No, thank you.
We'll see how it holds up.
I'm not jumping on top of that.
Smart kid. Just testing you.